Hi everybody, Coach Craig from Heroes in Training, and welcome to this multi-part video series on how to start to counteract your desk posture. So, as many of us know, a lot of us work on laptops, sitting behind a desk, and we start to get kind of a rounding of the upper back and upper shoulders because we're kind of crunched down like this, we're working on our cell phones. So what I'm going to start with today is just some self-massage techniques to help you start to open those things up. And then we'll follow it up with some exercises that'll help you to actually start to reverse the effects of desk posture. So the first one I want to go over today is how to roll our pec and the pec minor with the softball. So I really like the softball. I feel it kind of gets me up off the ground a little bit. You'll see other people, they'll use something smaller like a racquetball or a lacrosse ball. I think the softball just gives us a little bit more room in there. So there are two muscle groups that we're primarily concerned with. Our pec major, which is kind of this large muscle that kind of runs this way, and our pec minor, which runs kind of a little bit more vertically up and into the shoulder joint. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'll show you kind of standing up first, is I'm going to lay down on the ground and I'm going to work that pec major back and forth. The second thing I'll do is I'll get into my pec minor up in here and we'll roll through that. And what we'll do there is we'll do a little bit of pin and stretch. So I'll find the tightest spot, I'll pin it down onto the ground, and then I'll actually move through some range of motion. But I'll show you what this looks like on the ground. I just lay down on top of the ball, and what I'm doing is I'm going to take that nice big pec major and put it right on there. And I can use my hands on the ground to kind of adjust the tension a little bit. I'll push into the ground a bit just to make sure that I'm not really killing myself. And what I'll do is I'll roll for a minute or two, just kind of getting that. And what you're looking for is any spots that really give you a lot of sensation. Those are probably better spots to go ahead and roll. You have just a little bit of knot, a little stickiness there. So once I roll my pec major back and forth, I'm going to get into that pec minor. And the pec minor, a lot of times, again, that smaller muscle on the outside is a lot of times the culprit for pulling those shoulders into anterior rotation, or into forward rotation. So again, I'll just kind of place the ball, and I'll lay down on top of it, and again, I'm looking for that spot that really gives me a lot of sensation. And when I find it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it down, and I'm just going to relax, make sure I'm breathing into my diaphragm, and I'll just move my hand through some range and motion. Once I feel that spot release, I will find a different spot and kind of continue through. So think like a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes on the pec major, minute and a half to 2 minutes on the pec minor. It can certainly go longer, and if you have less time, it can certainly go shorter. So we want to make sure that we do both sides to stay balanced, and that's the first in our series.